Go, go, go. So let's excuse the bride and groom. We're going to do a costume change. In the meantime, Mommy, we have to dribble the ball.
Ah, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know, it's so hard. Is everybody happy? Yeah, kiss. Ano ba sa akin yan?
Our kiss did not improve. Since 30 years ago,
when
we got married, our kiss was so pangit. Up to now, ganun pa rin.
Kasi di mo tayo nag-practice eh.
Oo nga.
I was asking you, mag-practice tayo before the kasal. Sabi mo, ayaw mo eh. Palitan mo. Tignan mo, sa picture taking, pangit.
Ayaw mo na. Basta feel lang, feel.
Oh, yeah, tama naman. Feel naman. Talaga, di ba?
Okay.
But you know, Mommy, I'm so happy. Despite the rain, so many people, ano, kiss na naman? Kiss naman? Oh, kiss. Actually, sa totoo, ang kiss talaga namin ito lang eh. Kaya everyday ganun kami. Kasi lagi may sipon yan, ang sakit ako. Hirap yan. Ahawan kami. Mahirap yun eh.
Okay, Daddy. Sige na, maging seryoso ka ng konti.
Ay, hindi ba? Ganun ba?
Okay.
Hindi, okay, mag-costume change pa yung natin.
Sige. Okay, ano?
No, I'm just to keep the hype up. Siyempre, after this, we have a final presentation by the bride and groom and her entourage.
Oh, yes.
So ours is just the appetizer. Of course, siyempre, ang ganda-ganda ng speech ng anak mo, si Trina, di ba?
Oh, wow. Thank you. Trina expressed everything that we wanted to say.
Actually, we don't need to give a speech anymore. Trina said everything na, no? So we can just go home already.
Yes. Okay. So, Dad, what did you prepare ba?
Mamaya pa yan, wala pa yung anak mo eh.
Sige.
But you know, Mommy, I think it's important that we give thanks.
Yes.
Di ba?
We have to.
We owe a lot of thank you to you all. A big thank you to all from the bottom of
Thank you,
our hearts.
our friends and families, and the friends of Dominique and
Yes,
John.
and John.
Yes, and they've actually come from far off places, like example, Cagayan de Oro.
No, but you know, Mommy, we've got friends from Belgium,
Yes.
from Germany,
Yes, of course, and
from
Andorra.
the ambassador from Andorra to the
and,
EU. Yes.
European Council. He corrected me.
European Council. Hindi
And
pala
of course,
EU, sorry.
Jacqueline and Eric from Belgium. Thank you for coming. Yes, hi. And sina Liza and Ben, they have relatives from LA. Ang mga bagong kumari at kumpare
Talaga
natin.
yan ang pagmamahal sa kanila.
Oh, thank you so much.
Marami nagmamahal sa iyo eh. Tingnan mo from abroad, from out.
Ano ito? Pops and Martin? Sorry guys
Hindi na.
Very frustrated na maging host eh. Dito,
Sige. But I think, aside from thanking all, it was raining really hard this morning, right? Ano, kiss na naman! Siyempre, kiss na lang, kiss. Para pag nasawa na kayo sa amin, hindi mo na kailangan ipakis na doon
siguro
siya.
sabi ni Lisa at Liben, ano ba itong mga indos na mga sinakawa namin?
Hindi! Gusto lang talaga ni Lisa at Liben na silang nag-kiss eh. Di ba?
Oh, hindi kayo nag-kiss ha?
Oo, hindi kayo nag-kiss eh. Kasi,
Dali lang, ano mga advice natin kay Doms at Liben?
mamaya wala pa sila, mag-advise sa'yo, wala pa sila dito eh. Mag-thank you mo lang muna.
Kasi thank you na.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you everybody! Mga classmates natin sa College of Law.
Yeah.
Ay dito.
Sa
Willow C. Yay!
To
UP
my
College of
UP
Law.
Law classmates, I'm so happy you're here. Because the story of Doms and John is like the story of me and Gwen. We met in law school. She's from Cagayan de Oro. I'm from Makati. Doms is from Makati. John is from Cagayan de Oro. Day one. Persons and family relations. Seatmate ko na si Gwen. Gano'n yata si Doms at John. From seatmate, naging library mate.
Okay.
After library mate,
Ano?
hindi naman roommate muna. Eventually, naging roommate ko yan. Roommate na talaga. And that was to the same 6 years ago also from when we met.
Okay.
Our anniversary was August 20.
Ano,
This is August.
gaya sila, no?
Oo wala silang creativity eh. Ito mga millennial, gaya-gaya lang eh. Di ba sila nag-iisip ng panibago? Ito, although, meron silang video, meron silang gimmick, may sayaw-sayaw. Eh tayo, simple lang. Simba, kain, uwi na, kasal na kami. Oh, sila may bridal march pa. Talking about bridal march, thank you, Nanay, for the bridal march. Even though you promised that to me in 1988. Pero buti lang, my daughter has it already.
Oo nga, bakit sinasabi mo, naalala mo ba? Hindi ko naalala na nag-promise si nanay na gagawa siya ng kanta for us.
Siyempre, in-law ako at the time, the only in-law. Siyempre, hindi ako pwede maging outlaw, di ba?
Okay. So, thank you, Nay.
Thank you, Nay, for that beautiful bridal. Did you all love that beautiful bridal march, Forever in Love? Let's give the big round of applause to my Nana. You know, I'd like to thank, this time, Gwen, I think I would like to thank my in-laws, Nanay and Tatay. Nanay, my courtship with Gwen is basically that of campaigning. I got to know Gwen when I didn't even know, when I met Gwen, I didn't even know Tatay was under house arrest. I didn't even know Tatay was a political detainee when I saw her in UP Law, I just thought, oy,
Ano?
maganda, sexy pa. Isipin mo ha, UP Law, 96 pounds. Saan sila makikita ng 96 pounds college of law?
Alam mo bang nasa kasal kayo ng anak natin? Enough, Dad. Enough about me. So, thank you.
Like a nice spot shot there.
No, but Nanay, I got to know Nanay through the campaign.
Yeah.
What is inspiring about Nanay is that how she could raise a very stable family amidst the political turmoil that we had under Marcos' time.
Yeah.
Here we have a father who is under house arrest, a mother who had to take care of her 6 kids.
Yes, I know.
One of the most poignant stories I heard from Nanay was when she was telling me that one day she was, I think, they had no more rice. Wala nang bigas, di ba? And she was just praying to God. This was time when Marcos was really doing all sorts of things to Tatay. And, okay, may go. But to cut the story short, in the morning, dumating isang sako ng bigas. And that is the miracle of faith that my mother has. In everything they've done from the time that he has campaigned, her faith in God, her faith in her family, that has kept her family strong.
Yes.
And of course, for Tatay, he serves as my moral compass in everything we do. As a lawyer, we're faced with so many challenges, so many choices. And the choices you make it's what determines your character. Oh, my daughter's telling me to wrap it up.
Okay. No, but I'd like also to acknowledge my mother-in-law.
Yes, Mama.
Yes, I'd like to thank you talaga, Mommy Chi. Because Mommy Chi allowed me to be who I am now, actually. Because I've stayed with them for how many years already since when we got married,
31 years.
31 years, and I lived with Mommy Chi.
Yes, you didn't need to learn how to cook.
I know.
You didn't need to learn how to keep house.
That is why she made me what I am now. Because I wouldn't have been able to do what I'm doing now if not for Mommy Chi.
Sure.
She took care of everything, domestic, in the house. Salamat sa Diyos. And I didn't have to think of suka o patis or kanin or baka ganon. And I'm so happy for that. And Nanay, Mommy Chi is so very, Mommy is very, she's a perfectionist. She expects a lot from people, but for me, she allowed me to be who I am. That's why thank you so
And
much,
the one
Mommy
most
Chi.
important quality I find in my mom
Yes,
is that her love of family.
yes.
She will go to extreme ends to do everything for family.
Yes.
And that's an important virtue that we have when we celebrate love tonight, family.
Yes.
And we're so happy that you're all here in celebrating also the love of Doms and John because we find you all as our big family.
Okay.
But now that we've done that part, am I allowed to do our speech? Yes, okay. So my daughter's giving me permission because the bride and groom is here.
Ay, hindi mo pala speech yun.
Hindi, dribble lang yan, dribble.
Sige. Ikaw na.
Okay. No, kasama ka rin dyan. For me, I've been thanking, of course I'd like to thank Ben and Lisa for giving us John. Finally, I have a son. For 31 years, I've lived with 3 girls. Utusan lang ako, kargador, driver. Ngayon, meron na akong anak. At pwede mong utusan din. Thank you. Maraming salamat din sa'yo. Alam mo, ang hirap talaga din. The father to 3 girls. But no burden is worth it if it's light. So even if the burden is heavy, it is with love that I do it.
Yes, Dad. I agree.
Yes, yes. But you know, oh, kiss again. Yeah. Kasi, buti lang may ganun kayo clunky. Kasi sa bahay, di ko nangyayari yan. Minsan yung kiss namin, ganun lang talaga eh. Yung mga kiss namin, may appointment lang eh. Minsan, wala pang once a week, twice a week, mga appointment pa ako.
Oy, Dad.
Oh, hindi. Back to the bride. Okay, nagagalit na yung anak natin.
Okay.
I'll keep it short na lang.
Sige.
You know, the one, I'd like to say thank you know, for our speech.
Okay.
For the parents of the bride's speech.
Yes, Dad.
I think one person I'd like to say thank you to also is to John. I'd like to say thank you to John. You know, during the despedida de soltera, one of Dominique's friends mentioned that she had a criteria. You know, in her video, Oti mentioned doesn't smoke, wants to support her political career, I don't know. Marami yata yan. So there are a long list, and then that she was so surprised that Dominique was able to find a guy that met that complete criteria. You know? Galing, no? So for Dominique, approve si John. But the question is, approve ba si John sa atin? Oh, di ba? So in the words of my cousin, binabantayan ko si John. Di ba? But you know, there were 4 occasions in the 6 years that they've been together where I kind of figured that John would be right for our family.
Okay, yeah.
You know, one of the first occasions that came across my mind when I was asked to make speeches, I remember the time we went on a trip to Mount Pinatubo. John was with us. You remember that?
Yes.
That was like within the 6 years, no?
Yeah.
If you take the Pinatubo trip, you're supposed to take an ATV to the foot of the hill, and it's just a 30-minute walk. But on that day, the floods washed away the trail for the ATV, and we had to do an 8-hour walk. Me, Mommy, Trina, Toms, and John. So, an 8-hour walk through the heart, through rocks, and all through this time, I was looking at John. You know, observing him, what kind of guy John is. And the one thing I like with John is that he enjoyed the experience.
I know, even if I was like...
Even if you were always complaining every day, every second of every foot that you're taking, you're complaining, John was actually enjoying himself. And what I liked about that is, John, for me, he's adventurous. You know, someone true to my heart is being a UP mountaineer when I was an undergrad. I'd like to climb mountains and jump so into that. And walking 6 hours up, walking another 6 hours down, sabi ko, okay ito. Because in our family, when they were growing up, we would do adventure trips. Would you imagine I made Gwen rappel into a 30-foot cavern in Cagayan de Oro? Then go caving, and to go out, I had to pull her out underneath a rock. Imagine, they told us even Richard Gomez couldn't do it, and Gwen did it. Wow. That's the kind of family we want, adventure. I made her walk the hanging bridges in Bukidnon. Oh. And so, bagay si John sa atin, point number 1.
Okay.
Adventure.
Naka-point si John doon.
Naka-point, adventure. Outdoor. Okay, di ba? Okay. Okay sa pamilya natin. The second point that occurred that I liked was when, Dom's mentioned it. During the, whatever birthday of Trina,
Survivor.
there was a Survivor panel. So do all of you old people know what this reality show Survivor is all about? Oh, parang kulang. Do you know the Survivor TV show? Oh, di ba in Survivor, there are 2 tribes, outwit, outplay, outlast, right? And only one wins. But there's the host, Jeff Rose. And there you have it. Dom's assigned John to be Jeff Rose, the TV host. And there you had John with his debating voice, because I think John represented UP Law in Scotland. Moot Court in Scotland. You would hear him in his debating voice, you know, and the tribe has spoken, you're out. So, sabi ko, okay to Hindi siya mahihayin. You know, if you look at our family, Trina, Dominique, Gwen of course, and me, during our lifetime, we have been hosts For me, family reunions, village events, Trina, same thing, Doms. Gwen, well, Gwen was even a host for Miss Cagayan de Oro, or Miss Liceo.
Miss Liceo.
High school, I mean, she was just a teenager. So sabi ko, bagay na bagay si John dito. But game na game. Di ba? Game na game si John maging host. So point number 2. Adventurous at game na game. So there was a third incident. The third incident is when I went climbing with John to Mount Ulap. So together with Trina, yeah, therefore, this is the third. Together with Trina and her friends, we went to Mount Ulap. Mount Ulap is like an hour from Baguio. It's in Itogon, Benguet. It is 1,846 meters above sea level. You know? So it's a very picturesque climb. It takes like an 8-hour walk. So here we are, we're climbing with John, and I'm telling John, are you prepared for the cold? And of course, John tells me, I'm a farmer's son. I don't need blanket, I don't need a sleeping bag, jacket lang. Farmer's son, Ben, sinabi niya sa akin. So sabi ko, klase itong boyfriend nito, aakit ang bundok na hindi handa. So lo and behold, you know, we reached base camp after 8 hours of walking. We set up camp. You know, at 4 in the morning, me leaving my UP Mountaineers days, I go out looking at the stars. But when I go back to the tent, I see John shivering. So I give him the sleeping bag para to keep him warm. Kulang pa rin. I have to give him a warmer. Kulang pa rin. I have to give him coffee. Nagtimpla pa ako ng kape para kay John. Oh, yun. But then, the one thing good that I saw in that trip, when I was observing John, is that, you know, after you walk 8 hours in the cold, going up the mountains, one of the things that impressed me most is when we asked John to get us water, kasi maliligo kami. After 8 hours of walking, siyempre, puro po. So, John did not mind walking down the trek further and carrying bottles of water just for me to do. You remember that, Rina? We would just wash ourselves. And that impressed me because even though he was tired, even though the trek was hard, he was willing to do the right thing. He was willing to go all the way to help. He was part of a team. Diba? You're willing to be part of a team, willing to help. Sabi ko, maganda to. 3 point na. Adventurous, game na game, willing to be part of a team. Diba? 3 points na. Okay ba yan, Gwen? Okay na okay? Okay. Okay na.
Time's up ka na
Hindi,
daw.
tapusin ko na lang muna. Hindi. According to my father-in-law, the problem with lawyers is if you give them a microphone, they don't want to put it down. Pero mali yata yan. That's the story of senators eh. Hindi yata lawyers eh. Oo, siyempre. Kakanta ako. Huwag ka maasa. Kakanta rin ako. Hindi, kaya ako kakanta ako. Siyempre, kailangan kakanta tayo lahat. So the last point I knew is that we have what time is it ba? What time is it? Okay, sige. 2 minutes tapos ako. Oh, but after that, the last time is, every so many years, we have a family sports fest. The Ghana Sports Fest. And last year, we had John participate. And one of our events was sword playing. And there I was so impressed that John would go all out to defeat all my nephews and nieces. Girl or guy, talunin niya. Talagang flying kick, everything. Sabi ko, yan ang todo, all out. Yan ang dapat, sabi ko sa lahat ng mga kamag-anak ko, that's my son-in-law. Siyempre, winner. Di ba? Tapos last year, sabi ko, winner. That is John. Do you agree?
I agree.
Tama? I agree. I agree. So, siyempre, if I talk about John, we have to talk about dogs. But of course, wait. Magpapatest na rin ako eh. Kay dogs, shorter naman, kasi mahaba na yung speech ni Trina eh. Diba? You know, for dogs, those in Assumption High, her classmates in Assumption, those who know her from Assumption, from Ateneo, from UP Law, if you know dogs, you know her to be fiercely loyal, to be very dependable, and above all, she's like a mother hen. Do you agree?
Agree.
So, I don't need to tell you who Doms is. If you know Doms, she's your best friend. You want her as your friend. And that says a lot. But I think for those who, for the elderly ones who don't really know dogs, I think the best way to describe dogs is, she is like Gwen. Kasi in love ako sa asawa ko eh. If you know Gwen, you know dogs. If you know Gwen, she is very compassionate. You know,
Dad, this is not my birthday, or this is not part of my wedding, so...
But very important. All of you who know Gwen, then you know dogs. Diba? Ganun din yan.
Yes.
So, to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Diba? Okay. To wrap it up. Ano, hindi na ako kakanta? Kanta rin ako. Okay, to wrap it up. My advice lang to John and Dawn is, I have no advice because I really don't know what I did to have to deserve such loving children and wife like you. So, I think, but you know, the one thing that was so important to me, this is so serious. Serious. The one thing I learned from my family, from my daughters, from Dominique and Trina, I learned humility. I learned I didn't know everything. Through the 31 years that I've been married, I have said I am sorry to my daughters and to my wife. You know, when Father Anton said it during the homily, that was exactly the speech I was going to give today. Now, really, because in everything I've done, I'm just so lucky to have been blessed with Gwen and my two daughters, and now with John. And along the way, I think from today up to us, I grow to the age of 100, I will always be learning. And for that, it has made me more of a humble person. Most of the time I tell them, I am the king of the house. But then everything I want, everything I order must be what you want. Oh, di ba? Sunod-sunod lang ako. But so with that, I guess, do you have any other advice so I can take it away? No more advice?
No more, I agree with
Pagod ka
everything.
na. Pagod na si Gwen. Kawawa na si Gwen. Ang galing na asawa ko. Pagod na. Okay. No, I think this is the proper way to... I need to welcome John to the family. Where is and for me to welcome John, I need your help. Because I don't drink, so I cannot toast to John. In fact, during our wedding, we use iced tea lang sa... But since I cannot toast to John, I'd like to ask all your help if you're willing to sing with me. Can I get that? Are you okay with that? Yeah. Will you sing with me? Yeah. Okay. Now, this song was composed in 1939. Okay? And with that, I'd like to ask the help of my tatay to bring along, to welcome John to this family. Okay? So if you can, tatay? Okay, let's go to tatay.